Hey, what up YouTube? What up friends? What up fam? Alright, today I just want to touch on a subject that just came to mind on my way to the gym right now. I'm up here in Boston. I'm taking a couple months off from the oil field up in North Dakota at least because it's cold as fuck. And I'm going to get right to it because that just hits on it. Alright, so one of my subscribers, his YouTube name is Who Is Priest. You can find him on my comments and whatnot. I follow him too. But he's a good guy. He's from Canada. So he brought up an interesting topic that came up to mind when I was going to the gym. He posted a video saying that he got a job offer in Alberta, Canada to be, I think, a roughneck working on a workover rig. I don't know what else he would be doing. But making 100 grand a year, 2 grand a week, whatever, you know, 10 days on, 10 days off, whatever his schedule is, but making 100 grand a year. Then it came into mind, is that money really fucking worth it? The 100 grand seems like a lot because it is a lot of money, but let's go over some of the costs that you're gonna be spending out here. All right, so number one, you're not gonna be home. You're gonna be, unless you're from Alberta or wherever this oil field is, chances are you're not from there. If you are from there, God bless you, you probably wind up being a millionaire real quick. But so you're not from there, you gotta, and if you're going out there by yourself, you gotta set up shop by yourself. That includes, you gotta think groceries, clothes, all this extra shit that you forgot at home or you're not gonna be able to get at home because your people aren't around. You're gonna have to do that all yourself. So groceries alone, man, when I'm out by myself in the oil fields, like living on my own, whatever, whether I'm in a truck or living at a man camp, I'm spending fucking a lot of money on groceries, man, a lot. Because I eat healthy, you know what I mean? But even if you don't eat healthy, you fucking go to McDonald's every day or whatever, that shit still adds up too. Because chances are, maybe you won't have a kitchen, maybe you will, maybe you won't. So the food cost, you gotta equate that into the factor. I spend probably like $150 on food a week when I'm out there in the oil fields. Maybe more, because I'm a fucking savage. But yeah, you got the food costs, you got clothing costs if you're going somewhere cold, and even if you're from the cold, chances are you don't have the cold gear that you need to be withstanding the -40 temperatures and all that, you know? So chances are you're gonna have to spend a lot of fucking money on clothes, food. What else? Okay, so Who Is Priest was saying in Canada, he has to pay for all his certifications to get on the oil field, and he's saying that's $4 grand. That's $4,000 to start a job that you have no experience on, and you don't even know if you're gonna be there for a week. I'm telling you, this shit happens with these oil rig companies. I don't know how it is in Canada, but it's very militant, very jail-like. If they don't like you, they will run you off the show, and that's it. They'll get you hurt, or they don't give a fuck. They don't want you on your crew if you're not gonna keep up, if you're not gonna play ball like they want you to play ball. Nah, this shit ain't gonna work. And that $4 grand that you just spent on school, granted you have all the certifications and everything, but maybe you don't even like the oil field, so you're like, fuck this, fuck the money. Now I'm $4 grand in credit card debt. Now I gotta go back home, $4 grand in credit card debt, and whatever else I spent fucking money on, food, clothes, and all that shit. Don't set yourself up for fucking failure. I'm telling you, man. Not a lot, but I've seen a couple of my subscribers kind of set themselves up for failure. Not saying I want them to fail. They won't fail if they fucking get this message, but be very careful before you go out there and make that big move. If you don't have some money in your bank account, I wouldn't move anywhere by myself without like 5 grand in my bank account minimum. Minimum 5 grand. That's risky. That's risky. Because you never know, man. You're going to unfamiliar territory. You don't know what their man camp's going to be like. You don't know if everybody's going to be there, a fucking drug addict. You don't know this shit. There's a lot of unknowns you don't know. And like I said, you can't just, well, if you have the 5 grand, you can turn around and go home if you don't like the situation after a little bit. But be fucking careful, man. Be careful. These oil field workers, they're after one thing, man. They're after your fucking work, man. Because if a machine can't do it, they want you to do it, and they're gonna treat you like a goddamn motherfucking machine. If you have a bad back, like, my back is kind of tweaked. I ain't even gonna lie, my back is kind of tweaked. I went to the chiropractor yesterday back here in Boston, and he said a workover rig, roughneck job is the last job that I should be doing ever. Because you figure that's one of the most physically intense jobs. You're out there in the elements. You're always twisting. You're always picking up fucking 400-pound pipe, whatever the shit is. You know what I mean? And the conditions, you're working in all conditions, so the chance of you slipping and falling and breaking your fucking back is pretty fucking good. So that's why they pay you $100,000. Because you're getting oil for everybody else, but you're putting your life on the fucking line to do it. You're putting your body on the line to fucking do it. You're pretty much being a dumbass for $100,000 a year if you want to be working on a workover rig. I'm just keeping it real. In my perspective, that ain't no boss move, man. You ain't gonna see me on the Roughneck crew no more. Fuck that. Nope. Unless I want to die, unless I have a death wish, I'll be on the Roughneck crew. I ain't trying to shit on nobody on the Roughneck crew because I'm happy as fuck they're out there, because that's why our nation's #1 in oil production, but it just ain't for me. I hope you got a message from this video to be careful, man, before you go out to the oil fields. I would say your best bet is to be a truck driver. You're going to work a lot less hard than these roughneckers, and you're going to be getting paid more. Yeah, chances are you're going to be getting paid more. Unless you get a shitty truck driving job on the oil fields. So with that, man, God bless. Stay safe. Write out your pros and cons before you go to the oil field if you don't have your CDL. If you have your CDL, same thing applies. You're still going to have to spend a lot of money to make the money. So that $100,000 or the $2,000 a week you're making, really look at it as like $1,400 a week. Because you figure you're going to be spending a couple hundred a week every week when you're starting out. But once you get there and get established, get your friends, get your family, whatever, get your main clique out there, you'll be all right. So don't quit. Don't fucking quit. Get out there, get your money, but just be safe, be smart. God bless. Like, comment, share, and subscribe on this shit. If you haven't already, be a fucking boss.